I have a statement that I would like to make today. If you want to live with him, you better start living for him. If you want to live with him, you must start living for him. And somebody may say, what am I talking about? When everybody die and everybody is going to leave this world, you can love it all you want to, but everybody is going to leave this world. Every eye is going to close and every knee is going to bow. And when everybody dies, I think everybody wants to go to heaven. It's nobody that says, I want to go to hell. Everybody says they want to go to heaven, me included. So the thing about it is, when we die and we want to go to heaven, but I have a question. Are you living the righteous life to get to heaven? See, when you die and when you exit this world, you want your soul to be greeted by God and you want to live with God, but you got to be real with yourself and say, am I living for God? Because see, when I think back over my life, and if I would have died, I wanted to go to heaven, but guess what? I wasn't living the righteous life to get to heaven. And somebody else may be just like how I was today. When we die, we say we want to go to heaven, but we just don't want to live the righteous life to get to heaven. See, the same way that you wouldn't dare allow anything in your house, God is not going to allow anything in his house. God has a holy house. God has a pure house. God has a righteous house. So if you live in any kind of way, you don't get to live in your Father's house. I want you to think about it now. On today, who is it that you break your neck to please? I want you to think about it now. Who are you trying your best to please? Could it be mama? Could it be daddy? Could it be your kids? Could it be your friends? Could it be your job? Could you be one of those people that you give your all to everybody else, but you give nothing to God? You know what everybody else wants of you, but you have no idea what God wants of you. You know what everybody else needs, but you have no idea what it is that God needs of you. I want you to think about it now. And I want you to ask yourself the question, am I going out my way to please everybody else? Am I going out my way to help everybody else? Am I going out my way to do what it is that everybody else want me to do, but I'm not doing nothing that God called me to do? And if you tell the truth, you don't even know what it is that God called you to do. You don't know your purpose. You don't know the gifts that you have from the King. But when you leave this world, you're going to want to live with the King. Today is the day to ask yourself the question, when you leave this world, you want to live a life, you want to live with God, but are you living a life that's pleasing to God? You know your life, and I want you to overlook the things that you're doing. Are those going to be the things that you think you're going to be doing in heaven, or do you think you're going to be doing those things in hell? Today is the day. It's time to do a reflection. It's time to get in that mirror and do a self-examination. Because what I do know is when everybody die, they want to go to heaven, but a lot of people are not living the righteous life to get to heaven. They still want to cuss. They want to fight. They want to steal. They want to go out. They want to gossip. They want to lie. They want to live any kind of way that they want to live. But then when their eyes close, they want to be greeted by the one true and living God. Today is the day. It's time to do a reality check and look at ourselves in the mirror and say, what is it that I need to do in order so I can live with him? I know what everybody else wanted me, but today is the day. I need to figure out what it is that God wants of me. I know what my mama wants. I know what the kids want. I know what my friends want. I know what the job wants, but it's time for me to figure out what is it that God wants of me. Every eye is going to close and every knee is going to bow. And just because when you die, you want to go to heaven, but if you're not living the righteous life, you will not go to heaven. Seek God to have a true relationship with the true and living God. And then you can know when your eyes close, you'll be living with the true and living God. So always remember my closing, self-examination. It's the best examination, and Jesus Christ is Lord, and he's all we have. Have a great rest of the day.